How's it going, everyone? It's the Detective back again with another video, and it's finally time for another B-Daman Let's Build. And today I'm going to be opening up this Fukubako from Fire Spirits. And I already know what's in here, but nonetheless, let's just take a look at this box. I'm going to adjust my phone a little bit. As you can see, I'm still just kind of have the paper set up with the background here. So just for the time being and for this box, I am going to be just doing it here. So you can see the 3 B-Daman that you have the chance of getting. You have Blazing Kaiser Volcanic version. It's basically just a clear Blazing Kaiser, and it's based off the scene, very iconic scene from episode 26, where Enju and Achilles are fighting, and it's definitely the rare one out of the 3. You can see it says a little 112, so I assume that that means that it's 1 out of every 12 boxes will be one of these. We have Hououfudomaru, which is Joe's B-Daman from Fire Spirits. And then we have Aganos's first B-Daman, which is Gunbreaker. On the top, you have some information about the strike shots. On one side over here, we have some information about the cores. On the other side, we have some nice crisp images of each B-Daman there. And then on the back, you can see the 3 B-Daman there. You can see Blazing Kaiser, Hououfudomaru, Gunbreaker, and then the strike shots right there. So let's actually take a look at the B-Daman inside. And it is none other than Hououfudomaru. But here are the sprues. And without further ado, let's start building. So before we start, I just want to show off basically what we get. Of course, here we have the B-Dama and the random shot, which is, in my opinion, the worst strike shot. But it is very cool to actually see one just new out of the package. You know, no wear marks on it. A lot of mine kind of have scuffs all around the metal, so it's really cool to see one that's actually this shiny, of course. And we do get an extra spring right there. We have the stickers over here and the instruction booklet, but I don't really need the instruction booklet since I know how to build all of the parts of this B-Daman. It's just a 0-2 system. And we have the armor here. I love the color scheme on this guy. Honestly, one of the reasons I wanted it so bad was for that. We have some rubber pieces here. And then we're actually going to start off with the core, which we have right here. So without further ado, I'm going to take all the pieces off the sprues and let's get started. I'm really glad that I actually made the decision to only build one thing at a time, as opposed to what I did with the Cobalt Blade build, where I simply just took all the parts off the sprue and had to fit them into one shot. Nonetheless, though, this is the long core. If you have King Bakuso, you'll be familiar with this. It's literally the same exact core, just different colors. I think the blue is a little bit darker, and then, of course, red is just a different color scheme. So let's get started over here, and you'll notice that the main kind of thing with the long core is that it's extended. So basically, even if you don't have a barrel, you will have a small little extension. And another cool thing is that you have these little pegs right there, so that you can still attach barrels instead of attaching them around the waist and just have them extended out towards the front. And that's definitely a very cool aspect about this. You can just see there's like a little bit of a barrel there. It's probably like around the same size as Proto 1 barrel, but the best thing is that you just get to, you know, extend it even further. So there's the core itself. I guess we'll just add on the trigger now. There's the core itself. Very, very cool. Let's build the head. Won't have to use this head for long. I'm not even going to, actually, I'll do it for now. I'll put this on for now, but I believe that Samurai Phoenix armor, or the Hououmaru armor, actually has a rubber piece. And again, I said this before, but the armor on this guy is the exact same as the normal, like, Samurai Phoenix or the Hououmaru. The only difference is the color, and then the fact that it uses this core. So just keep that in mind. So yeah, there we are. These pieces will also have to go because the wings actually attach over there. But nonetheless, it's going to peg on the feet, slide on the arms, and bam, there is the long core. We are finally back, and let's begin armoring up our Hououfudomaru. So we're actually going to start out by just putting on the feet because, you know, why not? I love the orange and the blue. You know, one of the reasons why I wanted this guy so much back when I first started collecting was just because of the color scheme. So being able to see this color scheme, you know, on a B-Daman right in front of me is, like, actually, like, super, super cool. So there are the feet. I'm actually going to pull off the arms and then attach the shoulders real quick. And the reason I'm pulling them off, oh, it actually seems like the shoulders just attach right onto the arm pegs. So actually, let's save those for later. And let's start out by actually attaching the Phoenix wings. And we don't really need these anymore. And I believe these just slide into place like this. I hope this is the right direction for them. I do actually own a Samurai Phoenix or a Hououmaru, but I didn't build it from the box. You know, I didn't get it sealed or anything, so this is, you know, still a first-time experience for me, basically. These go into the hold parts, like so. Well, technically they don't have to, but the idea is that then you just take these bolts. And the idea with these is that you can take them out of the hold parts. Oh, God, that was a little scary. And that they would give power to the hold parts when you slide them in. So you could just kind of have them like this. And then, it, you know, the wings are off to the side. And then you pull them in. There we go. And then you would rotate up and then push down. So I'll do that in a bit. But for the time being, let's just build it like this, actually. So I'm just going to grab the second wing here. Grab the second bolt. Make sure that the line is going across. And simply peg it in like this. Let's add on the shoulder armor now. Especially since, like I said earlier, it actually seems like they peg onto the side. I'm actually going to reverse them just because if you notice... Oops. The nub marks are on different sides, so I kind of want to have those as invisible as possible. You know, I was able to get rid of any of the other nubs, but the marks themselves remain. It's really coming together now. So, let's build the head now. So we're going to start off with these rubber pieces going in the side. Absolutely love the blue and orange. I've said it so many times, but I just love this color scheme. It looks really fantastic. Ooh, there we go. Need to take that off for the rubber, but then we just take this piece here. And boom. There we go. That looks really cool. I put these rubber pieces on the wrong way. So I guess I need to pull these off now. Anyway, we shall now take this actual Phoenix piece here, and I believe, yep, just slides in like that. And then you peg it on the top. Very nice. We take the little rubber piece here, and I love how it just aligns itself with that Phoenix. So then when you look at it from the front, it looks like that. We take this little thing on the bottom. I think this is supposed to be like a stabilizer of sorts. I just made a video cut there, but this piece won't go in. And at first I thought that it was just due to the stress in the tightness of the piece, but this little piece right there physically just touches the top of this one. If you go back to this here, you can even see it sticking off the front of the core a little bit. And that's very odd. You know, the standard Samurai Phoenix, to my knowledge, it just went straight in. And I feel like the reason it doesn't here is because when they designed the long core in the first series, they didn't really plan out that they were, you know, going to use it with a recolor of this armor set to make Joe's new B-Daman. And, you know, of course, this is just a repurposed armor set. There's nothing changed about it other than the color, to my knowledge. So that's a little bit annoying. You know, it's a little odd. Because I feel like this piece could, look at that, it just kind of comes off easily. But nonetheless, here is Hououfudomaru. And you do kind of get left with these pieces here. So I guess I'll just put those to use on customs, or for now I'll just keep them in the little baggie. But nonetheless, let's actually do some test shots. So he should be the same, you know, power of the core right now. But when we add these, he will actually get a little bit more powerful. So let's just do a standard B-Daman test to start. Pretty standard. And then for the random shot, there we go. So let's bring these out, twist them around, and move them in to the hold parts. Nice tight grip. And he looks fantastic already. Ooh. Yeah, it's really in there. I'm kind of nervous, but there we go. That, my friends, that is why I ordered this B-Daman. That is why I've wanted it for such a long time. The colors are amazing. Like, I haven't even put on the stickers. I don't think I ever will again, because I really hate stickers. But there he is. So let's just do some test shots real quick. Ooh, that's a really decent amount of power. And the random shot there. Again, just doing whatever it wants. I absolutely hate the random shot, but it is what it is. Really nice amount of power. I'd say that, honestly, it's about the same amount of power as Cobalt Blade. my standard, Hououmaru or Samurai Phoenix doesn't have, like, a ton of power, but, this guy does. I'll have to do a comparison, like, in my own personal time, but either way, this is such a cool build. Thank you so much for watching. Tune in next week for more B-Daman Let's Builds, and let me know in the comments what your thoughts are about Hououfudomaru. Anyway, though, thank you so much for watching. I'm the Detective, and I'll see you in the next one.